Friday night baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Daniel Mengden gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's Mr. Old School. He reminds me a little bit of Catfish Hunter. Kind of animated on the mound, has a little bit of a herky-jerky delivery. Not overpowering, good fastball, 89 to 92. Good mix of off-speed pitches. But I will say this, a strike thrower, and he's not afraid of the bat. He'll throw the ball over the plate.
Stepping up to the plate, Rougned Odor. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. The 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. The 1-2. Popped him up. Chapman backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has just gone cold. It happens from time to time, but somebody's going to have to create a spark. Hopefully it's with the first 2 guys in the batting order.
In now, Ronald Guzman. Lifetime in this matchup. He's only 2 for 10. He's taken him deep once. Here's the first pitch to him. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Dero, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Lifted down the line in left. In there, a base hit.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 30, Nomar.
So striding in, Nomar Mazara. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Mazara swings, and this is sent to deep right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run homer for Nomar Mazara. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as that'll give the Rangers a 2-0 lead.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Elvis Andrus. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
And he takes ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Popped up. Olson is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 3, DeShields.
Stepping in, Delino DeShields. His career numbers in this matchup. It's a big enough sample size, but he's just 1 for 14. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rangers center fielder. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Into the box now, Shin-Soo Choo. Throw over to first, and the runner back. And another throw over. From the belt, the pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Good job there to jump ahead with the fastball. If he's going to get back on track out there, the fastball is what he's going to start to need locating first and foremost. Then he can work his other pitches off of that.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. A dive, but he's back. DeShields leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-1 home. Swung on and belted to right by Choo. This one's deep. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 33 on the year, as the Rangers have opened it up now 4-0.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Batting 7.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
0-1, here's the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Laureano on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Texas is out in front, 4-0. Adrian Sampson is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now to the plate, Marcus Semien. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Lazar is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and digging in now, Ramon Laureano. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Called strike 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two pitch is fouled away. Three and 2 to the A's center fielder.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Another full count pitch home. High in the air out to center field. DeShields is there, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting third, the right fielder, Steven Piscotty.
Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game. Pitch on the way. 0-1 the count. Hit out towards second. Odor has it. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They're down 4-0. Here's Joey Gallo now. Back on Wednesday, it was a 1-for-5 performance for him.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Rougned Odor. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Three and one. One out, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side. Chapman brings it in. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Into the box, Ronald Guzman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 1-0. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs. That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
0-1, here it comes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Guzman is off at first with 2 away. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Pinder, and that ends the inning. Rangers leave 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. Comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
Hey, D-Roll, up steps one of the best power hitters in the game. And actually, he hit one out of the ballpark in his last game.
Yeah, and I hear you talk about all the time they come in bunches for the power hitters, and that's certainly the case right here. Better be very careful throwing anything over the heart of the plate today.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Chopper foul. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Odor is there. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively.
The first baseman.
And patrolling the outfield today is Nomar Mazara, one of the young superstars in our game right now. But he doesn't take his defense for granted. He's the big chill out there, making the game look easy with a strong and accurate throwing arm.
Into the box, Matt Olson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. pulled toward right center field. On the move is DeShields. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there are two gone now.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slider laid off for a ball.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Bases are empty here with two men out. And he misses low with it. 2-0. Two balls and a strike. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The 2-2. This is foul right side. Two out, nobody on. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Another try at 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Mazar is under it, and that's the third out. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail here 4-0. Here's Elvis Andrus now to start the inning out. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac with you in the booth for this one. Here it comes now to Andrus. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Hit on the ground for Simeon. It's short. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Ready for another chance? Delino DeShields. First pitch of the at-bat. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. DeShields is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Shin-Soo Choo.
Ready to take his hacks again, Shin-Soo Choo, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
In now as Drupal Cabrera, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. Chu, the runner at first with 2 gone. And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And this will be fouled away.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
Now another 0-2. In the dirt here. And boy, he didn't quite know what to do on that one, but he's lucky to barely get back at first. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Laureano has a read on it. And that retires the side. 1 left for Texas, but they're in front 4-0. And that brings up Chad Pinder. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Jurickson Profar as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 7 homers and 41 RBIs. Into the corner and slicing foul. Hayes still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. Again, another foul ball. Guzman is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Batting 9th, the catcher, Josh Begley.
So stepping in, Josh Begley. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Strike two as the fastball is let go.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. And a slider called strike three as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in to try it again, Francisco Cervelli. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Francisco Cervelli.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli. The 1-1 home. High in the air out to center field. Laureano has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Joey Gallo.
Digging in, Joey Gallo. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Laureano is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, Rougned Odor.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Rougned Odor. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Stepping in now, Ronald Guzman. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Odor leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And no one will track it down. And he pops him up back behind second base. Simeon is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Rangers leave one. They lead it 4-0. At the plate, Marcus Semien back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike one. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And oh, that gets him on the mound. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game, and from all indications it looks like he's going to try to continue. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
slider, but picked up on the hop. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now that.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Two away now in the Oakland fourth. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled to first. Guzman takes it in. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Rangers 4 and the A's nothing. So next to the plate for Texas, Nomar Mazara. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Nomar Mazara.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to count to Nomar Mazara. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
3-0 count. Here it comes. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Mike Fiers takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 50, Mike Fiers.
Elvis Andrus will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time, as he's in well ahead of the throw. And costly, as the runner will move into scoring position now.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Laureano going back on it. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 10 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
The center fielder.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields, as he will look at a first-pitch fastball for ball 1. His previous history with Mike Fiers: he's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. He also has 1 home run. The 1-0 home. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Fires benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around a bit.
And that's one of the keys when you're managing a guy like this. If he's on, you're going to see him attack hitters, and when he's not, he's more prone to giving up base hits, so you have to have the bullpen ready if it's one of those days that he doesn't have it.
Shin-Soo Choo will follow here. He waits on deck. 3-0 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 3-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Piscotty is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. So digging in now, Shin-Soo Choo. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Laureano looking up. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game: if this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Into the box now as Drupal Cabrera lifted into the air out towards center field. Laureano is underneath this one, and there's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Now at the plate, Francisco Cervelli. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Fastball swung on and missed. Hits this one hard the other way. Profar has it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Striding in once again, Joey Gallo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. 3 runs already home here. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Ready on 0-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. Another 1-2 delivery. And he lays off the pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
今日は打線が感じですよ。
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rangers 7 and the A's nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's Chris Davis now. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off.
まあね、たまにはこういう打つのも気持ちがいいですけどね。
And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
海外でもこんだけ取ると次の試合になかなか点取られへんっていうね、いかにもあるあるなパターンが起きそうな気がするんですけど。
He's there and records the first out.
Now batting.
A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
まだね、ゼロではないんですよ。まあ、なかなか厳しい状態なんですけど。1位のアストロズがね、結局直接対決1勝1敗で、ゲーム差がまあ前と変わらずなってたんですけど、あとはもう向こうさんが負けてくれたら、もしかするっていう感じですかね。なかなか厳しい状態ですけどね。向こうさんがうまいこと連敗とかしてくれて、こっちが勝っとったら、どんどん差は縮まるんですけど。
Line shot to third and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0.
アスレティックスさえきっちりね、倒しとったら2位はほぼほぼ確定なんで。
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Rougned Odor. He singled his last time up.
Rougned Odor.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
2位で満足はダメなんですけどね。まあ、1位のチームが負けてくれんことには、差が縮まらないんですよ。なんぼね、こっちが、全部、まあ、例えば9連勝したとしても、向こうが負けんことには差が縮まらないんでね。まあ、向こうもね、都合よく8連敗とかしてくれたら、そら、大逆転勝利っていうのはあるんですけど、なかなかそれも、現実的に厳しい問題なので、たまには負けるとは思うんですけど、全部負けるってことは、そうそうないですからね。
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you
直
get
接
something
対
that
決
you
が
can
もうな
handle,
いんです
you
よね。
have to find a way to do some damage with it.
だからもう他のチーム頼りというか。
Again, he sends it out of play.
2位でまあ、たとえ終わったとしても、ワイルドカードっていうのに進出できるんでね。
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
それに入ればまあ言うたら、まあ、敗者復活戦みたいな感じですけどね。まあ、日本で言うたら、クライマックスに進出するような感じですかね。
Is laid off for ball 2.
上位2チームしか進出できないんですよ、それは。
Lifted the other way to left center. Pinder sprinting after it. He gets there and
なん
makes
か
the
ちょっ
play
と
for
で
the
も勝っ
second
て
out of the inning.
ね、勝ち星増やしとかんと、
The right fielder, number 30.
ワイルドカードにも出場できないんでね。
So 2 away for the Rangers here in the 6th, and that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for
ま
strike
あ、こ
one.
っちとしてはね、残り9試合全部勝つぐらいの気
7
持ちではお
runs,
るん
9
ですけ
hits, and no errors in the
ど、まあ
contest
な
for the
かなか
Rangers
相手
so
も
far.
ね、そうはさせてくれないんで。
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Grounded to third. Backhanded. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Rangers set down in order, but they're still in control, 7-0. At the plate, Chad Pinder will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Mazara has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jarek Saad.
まあ、直接対決がね、何試合か残っているとかならまだね、より可能性は高くなるんですけど、それがもう全くないからね。負けてもらうのを願うしかないという。
Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
いやー、今日はまたこの先発がいい感じですな。
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Now at the plate, Josh Fegley. He's 0 for 1
完
thus
全に
far.
封じてますね。
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have the good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
とにかく打線がすごいんでね、相手さんは。
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland, the Rangers on top in this one as we get a look at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Jarrell Cotton comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Jarrell Cotton.
Here's Elvis Andrus now.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Laureano, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in, Delino DeShields. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 4. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, DeShields averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now a swing and a fly ball. Olsen in foul ground, and no one will track it down. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
The 1-2. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. Laureano arranged to his left and put it away.
それね、11月6日からですよ。フリープレイ。
Now batting. Designated
日書いてましたよ。で、おまけに0時からは切り替わらないんで、なんか6日の日の多分昼過ぎぐらいから変わると思いますよ。それまでは残念ながら、メジャーですか？先月のメジャーのフリープレイって感じだと思います。あれ、1日からは変わらないんですよ。結構遅いですよ、フリープレイはあれ。一応11月のとは言ってますけど。
Slider laid off for a ball.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
2-0 count. The pitch lifted the other way to left center. Pinder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Rangers, and they hold a 7-0 lead. At the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Nick Gardewine will come on and make his fourth appearance in this campaign.
Number 45, Nick Gardewine.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Ramon Laureano, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
12個あったら全然問題ないですね。グランツもちょこちょこやってるんですか。
Ready with the 1-0. Lays off again and it's 2-0. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. No runs, just one hit and one error on the Oakland line score. This is popped up. Guzman has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
あら、全く追いつきません。
Up next for Oakland.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that
毎月役で入って車増えたりいろいろありますからね。どんどん容量がでかくなるという。
Into the box, Stephen Piscotty. A ball and no strikes. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball.
やっぱ
1-1.
10対8
2 out, nobody
で
on.
アストロズ勝ってますね。なかなか負けないですね。
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
これでね、今日アストロズが負けて、このままこっちが勝てば、4ゲームになるんですけど、ロケリ、デドバイデスティニー、狼男。
Another full count pitch home. And that one's taken outside for a ball. They walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Chris Davis. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
昔はやってたんですけど、
Obviously, this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all away, and he was going to zone him up.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. A ball and 2 strikes now.
pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Fouled away. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Piscotti is off at first with 2 away.
アニメのために。
You got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. The A's strand 1.
They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0.
デスティニーもね、初代に弾いてたんですけど、結局なんかこう、肌に合わずやめましたね。
First delivery to him on the way. Grounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Sliced hard down the left field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into
a pitch outside the throw.
Far applies the tag. He is out at second base.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second.
さすがにボールも外れてるから当てようがないですね。エンドランでもしてたんですかね。
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
1 out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now. Joey Gallo is on deck. That one's in there. 3-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Laureano on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. So striding forward now, Joey Gallo, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Sliced hard on the ground. Chapman's got it. Olson will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Rangers go down quickly there, but they're still in control, 7-0. Stepping into the box, Matt Olson, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Jet Bandy is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
For the Rangers. Now catching, number 28, Jet Bandy.
Hmm. 70、69。
Morgan Forsythe is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 41, Logan Forsythe.
Hmm. 54。意外とでもいいですね。セカンドサード。まあ、いいっすかね。
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Slow roller down the third baseline. On, he pops it up. But this will land untouched. Here's the 0-2. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Now another 1-2. And another foul ball. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
In now, Matt Chapman. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. No hits to this point. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning.
Now
he looks really sharp out there, guys.
Chad Pinter.
Riding into the box, Chad Pinder. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. That's popped up. Andres into shallow left.
Yes.
He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Standing in, Logan Forsythe. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
The 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Forsythe with a full 3-2 count. Ronald Guzman waits on deck. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ronald.
Up next for the Rangers, Ronald Guzman. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First offering on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch misses off the plate. Forsythe aboard here at first with nobody out. A 2-1 count to the Rangers first baseman.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Mazzara.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazzara. High in the air and deep to left center field. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Elvis Andrus is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Bases loaded here, nobody out. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
The 1-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Profar for 1 on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
The center fielder, number 3.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Hunter Pence will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Rangers will have to be content with just a 1. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Rangers 8 and the A's nothing. Hunter Pence will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Defensively for the Rangers. Now playing center field.
Stepping in, Jurickson Profar starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Zach Curtis will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 50, Zach Curtis.
Yomar Mazara will come in as well as a part of the double switch.
Now playing center field, number 30, Yomar Mazara.
Patrick Wisdom is into the game as well, as he's the new first baseman.
For the Rangers, now playing first base, number 21.
First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two. Curtis, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 6th round during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Bases are empty. One man out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Right side, hit hard. Forsythe is there. On to first, and now the A's are down to their final out.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Next up for the A's, Marcus Semien. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And that's taken high and outside for ball one. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
Well, that's what he gets for trying to do too much. And instead of eating it and holding him on first, he panics a bit and sails the throw. Now he's got a man in scoring position and nobody to blame but himself.
Into the box now, Ramon Laureano. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And that'll be the one that ends it. And the Rangers have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
An 8-0 shutout this evening. The Texas Rangers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Adrian Sampson takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. Daniel Mengden was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rangers, 8 runs on 12 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.